Guys, it's Natalia and welcome back to Glossy Confidential. I'm here today to start a new series, and the series I'm going to start is kind of like a brand focus where I go and get and try out different products along amongst a whole brand. Use it all for a while and then come back and give you my opinion, what's good, what's not, and you know, do I recommend the brand. So the first brand focus video is going to be on a company called Surratt Beauty. Surratt Beauty is a makeup brand that I picked up quite a few things over the last few months. It is a high-end makeup brand. It's a brand that each time I walk past Mecca in the city, it calls my name, and I've wanted to try things for quite a while. I've kind of avoided it because they are quite expensive, but I've decided recently that I'm just going to give it a go, buy a bit of everything, put it to the test, and sort of give you my review and opinions. So I'm going to I've just got the Mecca website up here, so I'm just going to tell you what it says about the brand. Surratt combines the elegance of Paris, innovation of Tokyo, and the unparalleled experience of an iconic makeup artist. Troy Surratt delivers this sought-after cosmetic brand that blends centuries-old principles of geisha and kabuki with the modern-day innovation of Tokyo. Kevin Aquan's protege breathes new life into makeup with incredible attention to detail and high-quality formulas. That's what it says about Surratt on Mecca's website. If you want to see all about it, go and look it up. I have definitely felt a French Japanese vibe going on. The names of it is all French, but then there's some things here that are very, very Japanese. So it is certainly that different good blend of both French and Japanese. The main thing that does sort of catch my eye when I look at the brand are the brushes. Unfortunately for me, they remind me very much like your Ray Morris, Wayne Goss. They're kind of your traditional Japanese style brushes. The only thing about those brushes is, and this is like a personal thing for me, the weight of the handle is critical for brushes. Like absolutely critical. I pick up the Surratt Beauty brushes and play around with it, and I kind of feel that they're really, really lightweight in the brushes. They're very top heavy, and I'm sure it doesn't matter to everyone, but I've got really, really good quality brushes here that feel comfortable to use, and so I'm not going to go and spend the money on the brushes. I'm just going to give you a quick price guide of the brushes as well, which is probably another reason why I have avoided them. You've got a Artiste cheek brush for $183. You've got a shadow brush, small shadow brush, $71. Artistique sculpting brush is $144. A Smokey eye brush grande is $120. And you can get like a highlight brush for $183, a face brush for $350. Are you kidding me? Holy moly, that is bad. Concealer brush, $79, shadow brush, $87, medium smoky eye brush, $104. Now, this medium smoky eye brush looks very, very similar to the Ray Morris 7 Deluxe Point Shader brush. It's got that tapered finish, which is great for blending. A lot of these Japanese artisan brushes have got that nice taper. You look at Hakuhodo, Wayne Goss, Ray Morris. I think this brush may be maximum $30. Don't quote me on that, but I would rather spend my money on a Ray Morris brush that has a nice weighted, even feel in the handle than go and spend $187 on a shadow brush that just feels cheap. That is my biggest thing with the brushes. They feel cheap, and for those prices, I didn't realize those prices were that expensive. That is ridiculous. Like, that is ridiculous. So now that we've spoken about the incredibly highly and ridiculous priced brushes, you can probably kind of get an idea of where this is going. Now that I've gotten over the shock of those brushes, I'm going to go through and tell you about the things that I have got. Let's just talk about the packaging first. The packaging is absolutely amazing. I think the packaging to me is probably makes the product seem more expensive, if I'm going to be honest. The packaging of the product looks like this. It's kind of got a duochrome shimmer here, so it's purple there and then it changes to green. That is a beautiful duochrome glossy finish, but then it changes into matte and it says Surratt Beauty, so you can kind of see that is the packaging there. It is absolutely gorgeous. Like, when I first opened the box from Mecca and saw this packaging, like, I've got boxes and boxes here that I just don't want to throw out because it's gorgeous. And so when I first saw that, I'm just thinking, oh my god, it actually got me really, really excited. Because the packaging is beautiful. I'm like, I've just spent a lot of money on products. The packaging, like the outside box, is amazing. I cannot wait to get into the products and play around with it. Unfortunately, that's kind of where my excitement ended. I'm going to be honest. Mainly because like the packaging is so gorgeous, it really got my attention to the packaging. I was just looking at it really close to pick up on every single fine detail. And I mentioned this in my review, in my haul video. When ingredients, the first ingredient here in all the powder products is talc. Now, that's not an issue for a lot of people. Talc isn't a product that you really need to put into makeup. It seems to me, in my opinion, to be a more affordable, kind of cheaper way to go. There's a lot of people out there that have got talc allergies and they can't put it on their skin. It breaks them out, causes blemishes, and like just really does not work on people's skin. So keep that in mind if you have got an allergy to talc or you just can't wear talc on your makeup. Do not get these powder products because every single one of them has got talc. To me, that I'm paying the money for it. I don't want talc. I don't want the cheap alternative. I want the money to go into something that's 100% safe for everyone. That's my personal opinion. Look at Makeup Geek, for example. Their blushes are what, $8 or $9, $8 to $10. You get like huge blush pans, $8 to $10, and they're talc free. So I kind of can't understand how someone who does a more affordable range of good quality makeup can go and get away with it and still charge the low prices. Whereas then you get the bigger, like other companies that put talc and stuff in there and then still seem to charge really high prices. To me, that doesn't really kind of level out. So that is something that I'm going to point out right at the beginning. That was my first disappointment for this whole brand, is this all the talc. So I'm going to go through the products that I have got. I picked up originally 4 eyeshadows, 2 blushes. I picked up a lip pencil, which is what I'm wearing today. It's a lip crayon, an eyeliner, and then just the other week I picked up an eyebrow product. The next thing I wanted to point out is when you open up the product, the packaging is just so cheap and tacky. Like, it has just got this weird little plastic covering. It is designed to go into a palette. Those empty palettes can range between $26 and $35 depending on the size. I'm just looking at here. So you buy the individual pan refills, then you need to go and buy the Surratt Beauty palette to put the pan refills in. So, you know, the money is adding up. You can, of course, put it into a Z palette, not a problem. You don't need the palette, but, you know, I'm kind of expecting, if I'm spending this much money on a single eyeshadow, I would like it to come in a compact, a little bit nicer packaging, stuff like that. Or, like, I just would like this to be better quality. Like, this is just cheap. This is just the cheapest plastic you can find to go over here. It's just not really appealing. The eyeshadows themselves are $31 and you get 1.7 grams of product. So, you know, it's just an average size eyeshadow. The first color I've got here is this is where the names are French. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. It is kind of like a really nice, almost rose goldy kind of shimmer, coppery kind of shimmer. It's not that pigmented. You can see that. Like, I've just double swatched that. Let's go again 3 times. It really isn't all that pigmented. It is very smooth, probably because of all the talc. But it's not pigmented. If I'm spending $31 on an eyeshadow, I would like to get a little bit more pigmentation on that. So that was the first one. The second one I've got here is Doré, and it is kind of like an antique goldy sort of olive green sort of shade. That's what that one looks like. Again, not all that pigmented. Like, I've kind of really had to build up. They're very sheer. I don't know if they're meant to be sheer or they're just not pigmented. I'm not sure if it's that it just sucks or it's meant to look like it sucks. The next one I've got here is Truffle, and that is kind of a chocolate brown sort of shade. That one has got a little bit more pigmentation to it. I do like that one. That one's a little bit more matte. Actually, it's more of a satin finish, really. It's not completely matte. It's just more of a satin finish there. I do like that one. That one I've used in the crease a few times, blending out the outer corners and stuff like that. It's a nice eyeshadow. And the next one I've got here is Vie Dragée, I'm not French, which is like this nice purpley kind of shimmery type thing. The purple one is quite nice as well. The first two, a little bit disappointing in the pigmentation, but the purple and the brown are the ones that I tend to use the most because they're the most pigmented, and I feel like I haven't wasted my money with those two. Next, we're going to talk blushes. The blushes come in a sort of rectangle like this. Again, the same kind of packaging that slips over, clicks in, and then you've got like a little thing like that. This one is La Vie and Rose, which is an artistic blush. You get 6 grams of product here, so you get a fairly nice amount of product. I actually like this blush. It is a very, very nice rose colour. It's one of those blushes that you want to add a little bit of colour, not too much. That's it there, I don't know if you can really see that. It's a nice enough colour. I'll be getting a lot of use out of that, I think, in autumn and winter. And the next one here is a bit more of a summer blush, and this one is Ponciao, and this is a lot brighter, as you can tell, and that's what that one looks like. So the blushes retail for $51 for 6 grams of product. You know, it's still a little bit ridiculous. It's not worth it, in my opinion. You can get much better blushes, much cheaper. You know, it's the same as a MAC blush, and MAC blushes are, what, $30 something, so, you know, it's kind of... And this has got a nice compact that you can just chuck in your bag and not risk breaking. I wouldn't want to put this in my bag because I think that this plastic is going to crack too easily. Oh, let's just talk about the lip product. I'm wearing it today. This one is it's called the Automatic Lip Crayon in Seductress. This lip crayon retails for $54 and you get 1.3 grams of product. So it is what I'm wearing today. It is a matte lip pencil and it's like that really, really beautiful berry shade. This is matte. I feel like the pencil itself is quite large, called a sort of chubby pencil. The thing that I don't like about this is because it's so fat and chubby, it's really, really hard to get around and get like a perfect lip line. I do need to go in with a lip brush to sort of get around the edges and to perfect the edge. It's frustrating that you can't get it even edge with it. It does have a nice stain there. It does mattify down quite nicely. It doesn't like feel uncomfortable on my lips at all. It does last a little, quite a while though. So it is just a standard kind of lip crayon, retractable, so you can wind it up and wind it down, which is quite nice. So yeah, you know, I mean, you can get Bite Beauty ones which are matte, don't pull on your lips as much, and aren't $54. So there is something I like in here, I do promise. It's not a complete fail video. The next thing I'm going to talk about is this eyebrow pencil. The eyebrow pencil, to me, in my opinion, is the biggest scam out of all of them. Well, maybe not after a $350 face brush. I mean, you can't just buy the eyebrow pencil. The eyebrow pencil is divided up into, let's see if I can undo it, the eyebrow pencil holder and then the eyebrow pencil refill. So if you want an eyebrow pencil, you need to buy 2 of these to make it work. The brow holder is $39. It's quite heavy. I think it's got metal parts in it to make it heavy. It's got a spoolie at the end, fantastic. And you sort of wind it up, so it's got the wind up capabilities. And then you get the little, this thing, the actual product, and you then put that in there and then you can twist it up and down. The brow holder is $39. The brow pencil itself is $23 each. So for you to be able to use this pencil, you have to spend $62 up front to have an eyebrow pencil. So you get 0.09 grams of product with this eyebrow pencil. Anastasia Beverly Hills ones are 0.08, so you know, the smallest amount less, and that is what, $30. It's more than double the price of an Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow pencil. The shade I got was brunette, and I'm actually going to take a photo of these ingredients and sort of put them on my blog, because the first ingredient here is stearic acid, then ruse, hydrogenated castor oil, beeswax, microcrystalline wax, mineral oil, hydrogenated palm oil. Doing this ingredient list really isn't making me any happier that I just spent $62 on an eyebrow pencil. So there's that. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is the artistic eyeliner, and this is a liquid liner. This is where, in my opinion, the French side meets the Japanese side. This is a calligraphy sort of style eyeliner. The eyeliner itself costs, at the beginning, it costs $67, and then you can buy the refills. Like, it has got an ink refill like that. I've used this one almost every single day, and it's barely touched it. So this one I am happy to pay the money for. This eyeliner, once it dries, it does not move. It does not move. I have put this eyeliner at 6 o'clock in the morning and I've gone to remove it at 10 o'clock at night, and it is perfect. It has not moved, hasn't smudged, hasn't flaked, hasn't done anything. It is such a beautiful eyeliner. It is so incredibly black. You can get thicker lines, you can get really thin lines because of that really nice calligraphy shaped brush. I really like this eyeliner. It's one of those things where I don't want to like it so much. Now that I've bought it, I'm happy to buy the $29 refills for this because it is such a great eyeliner for a liquid liner. It's a pen version, but it's not one of those things you have to shake to sort of get it flowing. It is a free-flowing liquid liner, and I think it is really, really good. I've done such an amazing job with this eyeliner. So the eyeliner is something I can certainly recommend 100%. If you are wanting to splurge a bit at the beginning, $67 for an eyeliner seems absolutely ridiculous, but I am happy that I like it. If there was nothing in here that I wasn't happy with, I would be really, really pissed off. So that kind of wraps up the Surratt Beauty things that I have got. Will I be trying other things? No, I won't. I really don't. I don't think it's worth the money. I'm really disappointed, to be honest, which sucks. The eyeliner is amazing, but to have, what did I buy? But to have 9 products that I've spent, you know, a lot of money on, and have one product there that I actually like is kind of like a big disappointment for me. It's kind of like a regret purchasing. Oh, one more thing I just thought about this eyebrow pencil as I was putting it back in the box. There's no cap. The actual pencil bit is getting air to it every single day, so that's just going to dry out. Marc Jacobs one's got a cap, Anastasia one's got a cap, my Makeup Forever one's got a cap. This doesn't have a cap, so this is going to get dried out very, very quickly because it is not airtight. The air's getting in there every day. So, you know, something else to keep in mind with the eyebrow pencil. Do I recommend Surratt Beauty? No, I don't. I just recommend you save your money, go and buy another brand. Makeup Forever, professional makeup brand. Amazing, great quality, great price. Eyeshadows, no, I'm not a fan of them. The blushes, sure, the blushes, you know, they're nice enough. I might wear them, I'll try to use them, get some use out of them, but to be honest, I prefer MAC or Urban Decay or Makeup Geek, which are $10. Haven't got talc. And, you know, my Tarte ones, they've got all kinds of paraben-frees, talc-frees, all kinds of things. There's so many other brands out there that are better quality for the price. So the eyeliner, get the eyeliner. Avoid the rest. Certainly do not spend $300 something on an eyeshadow brush or a face brush where you can get your whole Ray Morris set for $1,000 and have 28 beautiful brushes. Just don't do it. So that's my opinions on Surratt Beauty. Unfortunately, I'm sorry that it wasn't much more positive. I just want to be honest with you and tell you my honest thoughts, how I feel about it, and yeah, just share my opinion. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Leave a comment down below if you have any other brands, high-end or low-end, that you would like me to sort of do a brand focus thing on. I'm thinking I've got a Becca one coming up. I've picked up a lot of things from Becca recently, and it's something I'm going to try to do. So let me know other brands that you would like to see me kind of do, like a brand focus type thing like this one, and leave it in the comment bar down below. So thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.